It is now March 2024, and with a new month comes new games. So in this video, I wanted to go over the best games coming out this month to give you an idea of what you might want to pick up to play. So let's get right into it and start with number 1, which will be the Thaumaturge. The Thaumaturge is an isometric story-rich RPG with a unique take on turn-based combat, character development, and investigation mechanics, which face you with morally ambiguous choices, set in a world teeming with mysterious powers and strange ethereal beings called Thaumaturges. This game will take place in Warsaw, Poland in 1905, and you play as a man named Victor as he searches for those Thaumaturges, which are spirits that Victor can command and use in combat. Your job is to explore the world and find those Thaumaturges and remove them from their hosts while exploring real-world locations and crossing paths with real-world historical figures. But as a full-fledged RPG, you will be able to deal with situations in the game however you feel like, then deal with the consequences of those actions later. The Thaumaturge will be releasing on PC on March 4th, and it will be coming to consoles later this year. Next up we have the Outlast Trials. This will be the 1.0 release of this game, and you will finally be able to play through it in its finished state. In this game, you and up to 3 friends will use stealth and cunning to avoid dangerous enemies and complete challenges in creepy and dark environments. Players will also be able to build and customize their own patients. Personally, I don't really love horror games, but this still seems like a fun game to play with friends, and I could end up giving it a try. The Outlast Trials will be releasing on PC and console on March 5th. The third game in this list will be Alone in the Dark. This will be a remake of the 1992 survival horror game. This re-envisioned classic invites you to explore an unforgettable single-player adventure, rich with suspense, frights, and revelations that will test your limits of your imagination. And it also brings Hollywood talent into the mix with Jodie Comer and David Harbour starring in this game. This game seems to be exactly what you would expect and want from a survival horror single-player game, which a lot of people love. If you are the type of person that enjoys games like this, you can grab Alone in the Dark on PC and consoles on March 20th. Okay, so now that we have all of the horror games in March out of the way, let's switch over to something a little bit more fun, which will be Princess Peach Showtime. In this game, you will play as Princess Peach, and her mission is to defend the Sparkle Theater, and you will do this in a series of environments that you would expect to see in a Nintendo game, which is a great thing to see. Now personally, I don't have a Switch, and this game probably won't make me buy one, but I may end up playing it on my girlfriend's Switch if I decide to give it a shot. But for people who already have a Switch and love games from this series, grabbing this game will be a very easy decision for them to make. Princess Peach Showtime releases only on Switch on March 22nd. Okay, so we've gone over 3 horror games and 1 fun Switch game, but now let's go over the games that most people are really looking forward to this month. And first up we have Rise of the Ronin. This could be the best samurai-themed role-playing game of the year. In Rise of the Ronin, you play as a Ronin that will take on jobs for whoever is willing to pay the most. This game will take place in Japan at the end of the 19th century, and most of the combat will be melee combat with your katana, but you will also be able to find other weapons like spears and firearms, which makes the combat look very interesting. Rise of the Ronin offers a big open world, but you can use horses, glider suits, and grappling hooks to get around faster. Rise of the Ronin will be releasing on PlayStation 5 on March 22nd. But if you don't have a PlayStation 5, don't worry because another massive RPG will be releasing on the same day. That game will be Dragon's Dogma 2. It has been more than 10 years since the first Dragon's Dogma game has released, so people have been waiting a while for this game, and it could be the most anticipated game of the month or even the year. Dragon's Dogma 2 is a story-rich RPG that does not hold your hand while you explore the massive open world and complete side quests to improve your character and your AI companions. Along the way, you will also battle massive monsters while tracking down a mysterious dragon. There are 10 different classes in this game called vocations, so you will really be able to create the character that you want to play as. Now, I completely intend to post a ton of videos for Dragon's Dogma 2 on this channel, so if you are interested in this game and want to see the videos that I make for it when it comes out, consider sticking around. Dragon's Dogma 2 will release on PC and consoles on March 22nd. Next up, we have Horizon Forbidden West. This isn't a new game, but it will be coming to PC in March along with its Burning Shores DLC. I played a lot of the first game when it came out, and it was a lot of fun, so I'm excited to play this on PC. But for those of you who aren't already aware, Horizon Forbidden West is an open-world single-player RPG that follows a skilled hunter named Aloy in a post-apocalyptic version of America, where robotic creatures and dangerous enemy tribes have taken over. During your adventure in this game, you will come across side quests, hidden loot, and mysteries that will explain what led humanity up to this point. If you haven't played the first game, you can buy it right now on PC for 75% off, which should get you caught up on the story before Forbidden West releases, which will be on March 21st. And finally, one of the games that I'm looking forward to the most this month will be South Park Snow Day. I loved the first two South Park games as they weren't too advanced, and they offered a lot of what people loved most from the South Park TV show. This time around we will be getting even more of that, but in a new 3D experience, and this will also be the first South Park game that will have online multiplayer so you can enjoy the mindless fun with your friends. If you haven't played the first two games but you like the South Park TV show, this should be an easy choice for you, as this will be like playing through a long episode of South Park with your friends. And those are my choices for the top games coming out in March 2024. I did leave some other games out of this list that I just didn't feel were worth mentioning, but I'm sure some people out there are looking forward to them. So if there is a game coming out in March that I didn't mention in this video, feel free to leave a comment about it below. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.